Pandora, the lawless wasteland, filled with riches beyond your wildest dreams. But exploring the depths of this forsaken planet is not for the faint-hearted. Many have tried to claim the vast treasures of this mysterious place, and most have failed. Centuries before the events of Borderlands, Pandora belonged to the Iridium civilization. Little to nothing is known about this race, or what they used Pandora for. However, exploits into the hidden vaults suggest that Pandora was primarily used as a prison planet, holding the Iridium people's most dangerous enemies. Pandora continued to exist in the centuries that followed, but without the prospect of wealth it was relatively uncharted. That was until the Atlas Corporation touches down in search of alien technology, as this would allow them to become the market leader in about anything, particularly weapons. And after a fruitless start, they learn of an ancient cache of alien technology, dubbed the Vault. With the discovery of the Vault's existence, a huge wave of fortune hunters began to arrive on Pandora, and the backwater planet was busier than ever before, with new settlements sprouting everywhere to trade with the Vault hunters and Atlas. Until summer came. Atlas had arrived on Pandora during an extensive winter period, when the native creatures were in hibernation. However, when summer dawned, the creatures awoke, and the settlements and outposts soon fell under attack from the indigenous fauna. The ill-prepared Atlas began to withdraw, abandoning their quest to find the Vault. Those who couldn't afford to escape were left behind. Decades later, Dahl Corporation arrived, believing they could plunder the planet's mineral wealth, which they did, and civility came back to the lawless lands. An influx of materials and trade came to Pandora, and the rugged settlements soon became bustling trading hubs. More outposts grew from Dahl's wealth, for example the city of Haven. However, Patricia Tannis, an enterprising scientist, discovered a vault key fragment, which managed to redraw the attention of Atlas. Feeling aggravated that Dahl had found a key fragment and believing in their entitlement, they chose to move a large unit of Atlas military forces, or Crimson Lance, to Pandora to take what they believed was rightfully theirs. Dahl Corp, knowing it would not be able to stand against the Atlas military, chose to evacuate the planet quickly. Their escape was messy and resulted in huge amounts of highly expensive and deadly equipment being left behind, as well as an enormous proportion of their workforce, which was mainly comprised of off-world convicts, who went on to form numerous bandit clans. Despite being urged to leave, Tannis chose to stay behind, lured by the promise of vast wealth and power that the Vault offered. For this reason, she chose to hire a ragtag band of Vault hunters to help her find the Vault, and that's the events of the first game. However, after the events of the first game, a young programmer who worked for the Hyperion Corporation named Jack had climbed his way to the top of the Hyperion food chain, making him the CEO. By taking credit for the opening of the first vault, which he had nothing to do with, he became a famous trillionaire overnight and vowed to rid Pandora of its lawless ways and bring order to the planet. Jack intended to do this by opening another vault and releasing a monster known as the Warrior, which would kill all life on Pandora and give Hyperion access to the limitless amounts of Iridium, the wonder element that had surfaced after the opening of the first vault. And that is where the start of Borderlands 2 happens, with Jack attempting to kill Vault Hunters, believing that they're part of Pandora's problem, which isn't necessarily incorrect. Perhaps one day someone will take control over the rampant warlord-infested land and bring order and stability to the desolate world. Until then, however, welcome to the Borderlands.